Should we go to Disney World this year or just wait to 2027 when all the new stuff comes out? I get it. While people are asking this question, what seems like every single day, there's a legitimate argument for waiting. Disney World is in the middle of a massive construction cycle right now. There are walls up, rides are closed for refurbishment, some classic attractions are permanently gone. And on the horizon, 2027 and beyond, there are some genuinely exciting new lands and rides coming that are going to change the parks indefinitely. So, is 2026 the year to skip? My honest answer, genuinely, is no. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. But I'm also going to be fair here about the real reasons as why you might actually want to wait. So let's just lay out what exactly is happening at Disney World right now. So we're all working from the same information, same conclusion. We can make the best judgment here. If you're getting your Disney news from headlines, you're probably seeing a lot of doom and gloom. Rides closing, construction walls, classic attractions seem to be missing or never coming back. And all of that is technically true. I will be honest with you. It is true. But it's not the whole picture entirely. So what just reopened or is opening right around the corner? Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin just reopened in Magic Kingdom after being closed since August of last year. And genuinely, it's one of the biggest updates that people have been wanting for years. There's a new animatronic, handheld blasters instead of the bolted-in ones, real-time scoring on in-ride monitors. That's a meaningfully different ride than the one that closed. Big Thunder Mountain Railroad sets to reopen May 3rd of this year after the full track replacement and enhancement projects. They're even adding glowing rainbow caverns, and this is one of the most beloved rides in Magic Kingdom history, and it's coming back better than it ever was before. Soaring Across America sets to launch May 26th for the 250th anniversary of the United States. New scenes, new vistas, a patriotic refresh on one of Epcot's most popular attractions. Rock and Roller Coaster is getting its retheme to the Muppets. Rock and Roller Coaster starring the Muppets opens up this summer, and if you have Muppets people in your family, even though I'm not that person, this might be a huge deal for you guys. It's a starring attraction, now starring one of the most beloved puppet animations or puppet characters that you could think of. I'm not a puppets guy, okay? Or a Muppets guy. That's just not me. I wish they would have rethemed it to something else, but from the sounds of it, it's still going to be pretty fun. It's paying homage to the original attraction. Frozen Ever After at Epcot just reopened with upgraded audio animatronics using the same newer technology from World of Frozen over in Hong Kong. It's noticeably improved with better faces and smoother movements. Even Bluey, one of the most beloved characters on TV right now, is coming to the parks in 2026. Meet and greets, shows, cruise events. If you have kids under 8, this is probably one of the biggest and most genuinely huge additions to the parks coming this year. All of these changes, Big Thunder Mountain, Buzz Lightyear, Soarin', Rock and Roller Coaster, the new Frozen, are all either freshly updated or returning improved this year. This is not a year with nothing to offer. It's a year with new additions and updates. What's closed are currently under construction. Dinosaur at Animal Kingdom is permanent closed, not coming back. It's being replaced by an Indiana Jones attraction coming late 2027. Carousel of Progress in Magic Kingdom is likely to close sometimes in 2026 for a reimagining. There are construction walls in multiple areas across all 4 parks. Tom Sawyer Island and Liberty Square Riverboat are permanently gone. That land is being transformed into the new Cars project. And yes, the next completely new ride doesn't open technically until 2027. That's just the reality of where Disney is in their construction cycle right now. So, what's coming in 2027 and beyond? Here's what everybody is waiting for. First off is Tropical Americas at Disney's Animal Kingdom. It's going to be a brand new land, replacing Dino Land with an Indiana Jones ride, Encanto Dark Ride, and even more. Monsters Inc. Land in Hollywood Studios is expected to come in the next couple of years, along with Villains Land at Magic Kingdom. Cars Land, which is officially going to be called Piston Peak National Park, is replacing the Rivers of America, are all set to come over the next couple of years, even with talks of a possibility of a full reimagine of Space Mountain over in Tomorrowland. That's genuinely an exciting pipeline. There is absolutely no argument for me on those subjects. But does that mean you should negate an entire year just because those things are coming over the next couple of years, or maybe not at all. So that's the landscape. Significant updates are happening now. Major new stuff is coming later at some point. Here's what I want to make the case for going in for 2026, because I think most people are underestimating what this year actually has to offer for them and their family. I'm not just trying to talk you into going. I genuinely think for most families, 2026 is a better year for most people to visit, and people aren't giving it credit. Reason number one, the crowds are going to be significantly lower right now. Disney World attendance was down in 2025, not dramatically or drastically, but noticeably. And the families who actually went, they experienced some of the shortest wait times in years. September of 2025 had an average wait time around 24 minutes across the parks. This is walk-on territory for rides that normally run somewhere between 60 and 90 minutes for an average ride wait time. The families who got scared off by the headlines about prices and constructions missed one of the most enjoyable visiting windows Disney's has had in a long, long time. Lower crowds mean shorter lines, better dining availability, less stress, and more magical experience for you and your family. The families who are going to go in 2026 while others wait may have significantly better in-park experiences than those who will wait and go in 2027 or 2028, because those crowds will surge around those new openings, leaving less time for magic for the entire family. Reason number two, here's the thing about waiting for new attractions. You're not the only one waiting. A lot of people are. Every Disney fan who has been following the construction updates, every family who has postponed their trip, every first-timer who has been saving up for that big moment, they all show up the moment Tropical Americas or Space Mountain will be reimagined or Monsters Inc. Land opens up. Like, they're all waiting for that. The new attraction openings at Disney Worlds are crowd events. The lines for brand new rides and their opening months are notoriously brutal. Sometimes 3, 4, 5, 6 hour waits. The magical Disney trip you imagine around those new attractions actually might look a lot less magical than when you were standing in a 5-hour queue in the middle of the Florida July heat. So I say go now. Go before those new attractions open and wait maybe a couple of years after they open to make that big trip again, where you're going to get more time to experience those rides or those moments as an entire family without killing yourself. Reason number three is your kids won't wait. This one is the most important argument for families, and is the one that doesn't show up on any planning blog or vlog or thing that you're going to read. Your kids are a specific age right now. They have specific characters that they love right now. They're at a specific level of height and interest and wonder right now. And that window moves very fast. The 5-year-old who would completely lose their minds in meeting Elsa in 2026 is a 7-year-old in 2027. Still excited about Disney? Probably, but the magic's going to hit completely different at different ages. The kid who would have happily cried tears in meeting their favorite character at 5 might think it's, kind of cool at 7, not over the moon. You cannot just pause your kid's childhood while you wait for Disney to finish building something. The right time to go is when your kids are at the age where the magic lands the hardest on them. That window is finite. Let's just be honest about what's actually available in 2026. We have Tron Light Cycle Run, Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, Tiana's Bayou Adventure, Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, including Smuggler's Run and Rise of the Resistance, Avatar's Flight of Passage, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Test Track completely reimagined, and then Epcot's completely overhauled World Showcase, Fantasyland's expansion. These are all world-class attractions that exist right now, not in the next couple of years. It's here already. Disney World in 2026, even with construction walls and refurbishments, is still the most immersive theme park experience on the earth. The argument that there is not enough to do is genuinely hard to make when you look at the full ride roster. So again, I say go now. The existing Disney World ride roster in 2026 is one of the strongest in park history. Construction doesn't change what's already there. And it's hot in here. I'm turning this fan on, so hopefully you guys don't hear it in the background. The deals right now are exceptional, and this is reason 5. Disney has been releasing some of the deepest discounts in years during 2025 and into this year. Packages up to $250 off per night, room and ticket bundles, seasonal promotions that make the sticker price almost irrelevant if you know how to find them. Once Tropical Americas and Space Mountain Possibility of Reimagining and Monsters Inc. really comes around, and all these new additions that are set to open in 2027 and beyond, the parks will be packed again. Those deep discount windows are going to close. I promise you, they will not be there. Disney doesn't need to offer steep deals when the demand is surging. They offer deals when they need to fill rooms, and right now they need to fill rooms. The current Disney discount environment is exceptionally favorable for families right now. Those deals will almost certainly tighten when the major 2027 openings drive demand way back up. Alright, so that's the case for going right now. It's 5 solid reasons, but I said I would be fair. So let me tell you the reasons why you might actually want to wait, because there are some legitimate ones. I would say wait if you've been recently. If you went to Disney World in 2023 or 2024 and you're thinking about going again in 2026, genuinely ask yourself what's going to be different enough to justify the cost for you and your family if you are all about the big changes. The new additions are mostly upgrades to existing attractions rather than brand new lands. If your family has already seen what's already currently here, waiting for Tropical Americas or the newly released Monsters Inc. land, it'll give you some genuinely different experience to go back for instead of seeing the same stuff if you get burnt out on the same stuff. I would also say wait if construction walls would genuinely bother your family and your experience. Some families are completely unbothered by these construction walls. I'm one of those. They understand it's a part of how a living theme park evolves and focus on what's there. Other families, especially if it's a first trip or a once-in-a-lifetime visit, they feel that construction will take away from the magic they expected to get after putting all the money forward that they have. So be honest with yourself. Like, which category does your family fall into? There are significant walls up right now, especially even at like Magic Kingdom in particular. The area behind Big Thunder Mountain where Cars Land and Villains Land are being built right now is completely fenced off and will be for years to come. And if that's going to bother you or impact your photos in a way that matters to you, that's a legitimate consideration that you'll have to consider. So if it is your first trip or that once-in-a-lifetime trip for you and your family, then I would say if it's going to bother you, definitely wait. Another thing I would say is to wait if a specific new attraction is a family must-do. If your kid has been obsessed with Encanto for 2 years and the whole reason you want to go to Disney World is for the new Encanto ride, then wait. That ride opens in Tropical Americas in 2027. Going in 2026 and explaining that to your Encanto-obsessed child that the ride isn't built yet is not the move. There's going to be a fight of some kind, or a tantrum at least. Same with the Indiana Jones ride. Same with Monsters Inc. If a specific upcoming attraction is the anchor for why your family wants to go, wait for that anchor to be there. I'd also say wait if your budget is extremely tight right now. Disney is expensive. We've covered this extensively on this channel. If your family's budget is stretched and the trip would create financial stress, please wait. Not until 2027 necessarily, but until you can go without the money stress following you through every spending decision in the park. The worst version of a Disney trip is the one where every churro and every Lightning Lane purchase creates a conversation around money. That stress will bleed into the overall experience in ways that are really hard to recover from to want to go again in the future. Alright, so you've heard from both sides, and here's where I land, and I'll give you my actual recommendation for most families watching this right now. For most families, especially with families with like young kids, families going for the first time, and families who haven't been in more than 2 or 3 years, I think 2026 is significantly a great year to go. Not a compromise year in any way, shape, or form. Not a settle for this year kind of trip. A genuinely good year for families. The ride roster is extremely strong. The crowds are lower than they've been in a couple years. The deals are better than they'll likely be in 2027 and beyond once demand comes back. And your kids are exactly 1 year older than what they were last year, which means the window for the kind of magic that only hits at specific ages is moving, whether you're moving with it or not. The perfect Disney trip isn't the one with the most new attractions. It's the one where your family shows up ready, playing smart, and is fully present for the experience. That trip can happen this year. It can happen in 2026. But for everyone else, stop waiting for the perfect condition that may never fully arrive. There will always be something under construction at Disney World. There will always be something coming in the future that sounds more exciting than what's here right now. If you wait for the perfect Disney World, you're going to wait forever. The best time to go to Disney World is when your family's ready. Your budget is right. Your kids are at the age where the magic hits the hardest. For most families reading this or watching this right now, that time is now. So 2026 or 2027. For most families, 2026. Go now. Plan smart. Take advantage of current crowd levels and the discount environments before 2027 openings change the dynamics of what the ground will look like. For families with specific 2027 must-dos as their anchors, wait. Go when the thing your family is most excited about is actually there. For everyone else, just stop overthinking it. Disney World in 2026 is still one of the most magical experiences on the planet, and it doesn't need to be perfect to be worth it. So, drop in the comments, are you going in 2026 or are you waiting? And if you're waiting, what's the specific reason you're waiting for? I genuinely want to know. It's useful information for future videos that I can give to more families going forward. And if this video helped you decide to actually book the trip, whether now or in the years to come, go watch my trip video next. It's the most complete Disney planning framework I've built, and I'll make sure that your trip that you just decided to take is the best one that your family has ever had, and I'll book it right here. And I'll see you guys in the next one.